Welcome everyone to my channel, and we with you continue read our series ACOTAR, and today would be book number 4, A Course of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. And first, what I want to mention about this book, look at this book. It's so little one. It's only 200 pages, so it's most smallest from the whole series, and I would say that it's not so much information you would find inside of this book. I would say that this book was bonus book. Maybe after just was thinking that she would need more money or something like this. Because if you wouldn't read this book, you wouldn't miss anything. Do you know how in some books they exist bonus chapters? So here I would say it's bonus book. It's like you would read it, you wouldn't read, nothing would be changed. uh, but this book worth to read for the atmosphere, because you know, some books it says about stories, about different stuff. Some books it's more about atmosphere. So if you are thinking when to start to read ACOTAR, I would advise to you that this book to read close to the Christmas or the Christmas, because mostly what is characters doing and mostly what about this book is about solstice. It's their version of our Christmas, and it would be many tradition would be the same how we have in the Christmas. And I reading this book on the middle of the summer and already feel this Christmas mood. So if you want cozy book and some Christmas atmosphere, for sure you have to read this book. I even don't know how to rate this book, because I would say that this book is bonus. So for bonus book, it's probably 5 stars, but in the book in general, what we know of the books, it's 1. And short about what's going on in this book, um, nothing. If I can say it. But okay, so what we have: end of the war, their Ryzen and their friends, so they are thinking what to do next, how to do areas around them, and how to build wall, not to build wall, what to do with the humans there, how to deal with all of this. And mostly in this book, they prepare to solstice. It's a winter holiday, it's like Christmas. And what we have here is Farah, she still has trauma after the war, and Ryzen and all of them, they still has trauma and they try to deal with this. And in the meantime, they try to fix the city, rebuild it, because it was many damage from the attacks what it was before. And people try to rebuild Farah when she was walking in the city, or try to find the Christmas presents to her friends for the Christmas. No, it's not Christmas, solstice holiday. She was also talk with fairies who is living in the Velaris, and they were, yeah, some of them were sad because they were also lost somebody from their parents, friends, relatives, and many husbands, and they many has grief of this. Kashan, Israel, and Ryzen, mostly Kashan, they try to work with the Illyrians warriors, and mostly they worry about the resistance, because they're not happy how it was attitude to their warriors during the war, and they want kind of revenge. So it seems something going huge on the next book. Amran, she is now more mortal. She's mortal, but more mortal, and she is trying to adjust to her new form. But she seems that she is doing pretty well. She still can't so much eat normal food, and she's trying little bites, but seems that she still probably a little bit drink blood, but still seems that she is more happy than she was before. More seems have much more distance than before, and she is seems in general not happy with situation with Eric and her father, what has happened. Ellen, her sister, she seems more and more adapted to the life what she has now. She started to help in the kitchen, and also she is working in the garden and seems much more calm and peaceful than she was before. But still, it's need the time to adjust to situation to her. Also, Fair and Ryzen, they are worried about Nesta and how to help her because she is isolated herself. She is rent some creepy bad apartment in the side of the Villaris. At night, she usually attends pretty bad bars and drinks there, play cards, and afterwards took different ferries to her bed. She doesn't want to attend any events what is her sisters make, and she is reject any invitation from them. Eventually she will show up for the solstice evening, but it's because also Fear was suggest her a money for 3 months rent apartment. So she will show up mostly for to get a check. During the solstice, they have a lot of presents what is share with each other. Nesta haven't been any present, but Elaine is only one person who gives her a present. It was like 2 different books what is Nesta love to read. Also, it was shows different traditions. It's like a dance sauna and snowballs fighting. What was cozy to read, and they will decorate the tree. How we doing? So it was full of this Christmas atmosphere. Solstice is also birthday of Farah, and Ryzen start their morning with many different gifts, presents. It's like a notebook. So Farah was happy, and the solstice eve, Ellen was made for her the cake. What is was the 3 circles, and first circle it was flowers, second it was fire, and third, the largest one, it was night sky with stars. When it was end of the solstice eve, Nesta was first who left house to back to her apartment, and on the way Keshan was trying to walk with her to her apartment, and he was prepared some gift. What it was, he tried to find a lot of time, and Nesta was very rude to him, and he was just throw this gift to the river. And we see that when Nesta back to her apartment, she don't put any lights because she became too sensitive of the noises, and she felt nothing. She all the time feel nothing. No fear, no anger, no anything, just nothing. And she keep painting, and she understood that painting is help her with her trauma after the war, and she understood that it's many children who she could help also, and she meet with her new friend who is artist too, and they decided together to make a school for children as was for free, and children show up and they put their memories, their emotional, everything what they feel put on the paper, and seems it was pretty good solution for children. And during the book, Bryson also attend to the Tamlin's court few times, because Tamlin's on the border with the humans, and he suggests to help Tamlin and bring even soldiers from the summer court to protect borders and to understand what to do next with all of this situation. And Tamlin seems had a lot of grief and depression, and everybody leave him, and he is alone, and he feels extremely bad. And he is looking for forgiveness from the Bryson and Farah, and seems on the end they start a little bit to deal with each other. And it was brief what it happened on this book. How I understood, it's not so much happen, it's more like bonus book. If you read, if you don't read, doesn't matter. What is I was like in this book, that finally it started to be from the different faces storytelling says. It's like you can read about thoughts, what is more, and how she's thinking from the Kishan, Nesta, Rysand, and others, and that's what is a little bit make it entertainment more. Also, in this book, you will find a lot of flashbacks. It's mostly nothing new information. Mostly it's like what is memories from the past. So it's a lot of flashbacks, not so interesting to read. It's again Ellen and Nesta, they're crying that they're immortal. I don't understand what's to be wrong with immortal. Why in almost every movie, every book, characters crying that they're immortal? What's wrong with this? Because how we understood, immortal but not immortal. They still could be die easy. But they would be die young and healthy. What's wrong with this? I don't understand. What else for me was strange in this book and books before, that Ryzen, how I said before, he doesn't seem that he is a good leader at all. He just has a lot of power, and that's it. And he is a good friend. That's it. He put more kind of lead the court of the nightmare, and Kishan put to the Illyrians camp, and that's strange because nobody likes and respect more in the court of the nightmare, and nobody likes and respect Kishan in the Illyrians camp. So because what I think, what you want to put to the leader position, people, okay, who you trust, it is true, but also people who would make others or like them or respect them or afraid of them, something like this. But he was put people who is totally disrespectful by other fairs who they try to lead, and it's no trust between Kishan and Illyrian's warriors. It's no respect between the Court of Nightmare and more. Like maybe better already more connect and make higher position of your father, or find some new person who would be lead this, because it doesn't make sense if leaders doesn't have any authority around the people who they lead. That's very strange, but okay, how I said, like Ryzen seems not such a good leader. Another topic is like poor Ryzen, poor Farah, poor their friends who all the time complain, all the time crying, all the time suffering, all the time doesn't like anything. And in this book was shown that like many fairs was lose their loves, their relatives and other, but they do what they're supposed to do. They're very strong and they try their best instead just like to cry and complain. Nesta seems only come to talk only to the Amran, and I totally understand, because Amran usually is direct, fair, and she is usually show what she's really feel, what she's really think, and I think that Amran is like my favorite character. She is usually direct, and it's like easy understood of her, and maybe even predictable of her next moves, and she is not so much complain, not so much cry. I said before, because come on, you should agree with me that in this book it's so much crying, especially Ryzen, and on the end of the book he didn't start to cry. He all the time crying. Come on, men can be cry so much, like women can cry so much, but Ryzen, he is crying and crying, and the end he still crying. And conclusion of this book, how I said before, it's bonus book. Seems author just need more money, and $17. $17 for bonus book. Like, that's not so good for the auditory of Sarah, because this book is mostly for the atmosphere. How I said before, that was pretty cozy book. You could read some tradition, what is usually we have on the Christmas. So in some way it was fun. Some jokes was also there, presents, decorated. That's everything what is make very cozy atmosphere, but not any information. This book is about nothing. It's definitely one from the 5. This book supposed to be maybe in a couple of chapters, like bonus chapters on the end of the book. And $17 for book like this, it's excuse me, but it's like too much. Like, this book is maximum supposed to be $5 cost. So we also can see that this book a little bit prepare us for the 5th book, what it would be about Nesta mostly. So read or not read this book, I would say no. If you want, of course, you can read. If you want Christmas, some mood, you can read this book. It would be good for this, especially it's only 200 pages, so it's like read pretty fast, but it's nothing change if you even wouldn't read it. So thank you for watching my review. Put in your comments what you think about this book. I agree with me or no. Support my channel, put likes and subscribe me, and see you on the next video and next book.